Hello everyone and welcome to RNG University. On tonight's episode, Dimir Blink. So this is basically a deck that I really want to try out for a long time. I tried Azorius Blink, I think. I tried Orzhov Blink. And I tried a lot of other Blink decks on my own, and I want to get something that works. But there's a card that was recently released that I really wanted to try, and I didn't see a lot of people try it yet, and that is Halo Snapcaster Mage. It's not showing up here. I don't know why, but it's not showing up the full screen. There we go. Yeah, this card is basically Snapcaster Mage that has been nerfed down the ground. Basically costs 3 now. It's no longer Flash, which kind of defeats all purpose of Snapcaster Mage ability on this card. But the good effect is that you only have to pay a colorless X to copy an instant sorcery card from my graveyard. From a graveyard, right? So this is the advantage is from any graveyard. That is the biggest advantage, but also it is pay X, so that you don't have to pay the color mana if you don't have it. So that's the upside. The downside is now you have to play at sorcery speed, and that's how we can get around that with this deck, the Blinks. So in order to blink our deck, we're gonna have Planar Incision. I almost say Incursion for some reason, but Incision. Exile artifact creature, it comes into play with a +1/+1 counter on it. And the upside of that is we can blink more than just our Halo Forager, and our Halo Forager can get us the blink effect in a graveyard as well. So all that is kind of synergy, but in order for us to have a good blink deck, we're also going to have some good blink cards to have. Ertai, basically if you blink him, it's another counterspell or another removal. Kotose, if I blink her, I get so much, card advantage from exiling opponent's graveyard. I get information in their hand, and I also get to cast an extra spell that I might need to. And then I have Phyrexian Fleshgorger, the best card to blink, because you play as a 3/3 mana, 3/3, you blink it, it becomes a 3 mana 7/5. That's insanely good. But it also has Ward, and it also has Lifelink, and it also has Menace. All that ability in one card. So that's what's fantastic about the ability, but we do have to put that in a Dimir shell, which is a lot weaker in today's meta because, well, Dimir does not clear the board good enough or well enough. It doesn't control like Azorius can. So it's also not aggressive enough like Mono Black could do or like Red could do. So that is the problem with Dimir. So we're going to see whether or not it can work with this kind of shell. Let's look at the deck list. We have, in the early game, I actually kind of take out some of the removal because I don't want it to be too removal heavy, since if I don't draw the blink cards, I can't actually synergize off. So I don't have 2 cut down, but I do have 4 Ledger Shredder. Ledger Shredder is very good at getting us not card advantage, but card quality, because if either of me or my opponent plays the second spell on any turn, well, we get a Connive, which give us a loot, right? It's not a card draw, it's a loot, so that we can pitch a card that's bad in our hand, which is good. We can also put cards in a graveyard that we can then get back with the Halo Forager. We also have 4 Make Disappear to counter in the early game if necessary, 4 Planar Incision because of the combo, and then we have only 3 removal, 3 hard removal, 2 Go for the Throw, 1 Shieldred's Edict. I'm still not sure about this. I might have to add more. And then we have 4 Siphon Insight to get cards from our opponent's deck. We saw how good that was in our other games. And then we have 2 Graveyard Trespasser and 2 Malicious Malfunction. I initially wanted to have 4 Graveyard Trespasser, but I thought about it, and really if we don't have that much removal, Trespasser is not going to hit that well. But the Malicious Malfunction can help us, blow up a board from enchantment, blow up a board from mono red, blow up a board from soldiers, and it exiles all the creatures, right? It doesn't kill everything, it just -2/-2, but in a lot of games in turn 3, -2/-2 should blow up our opponent's board. And it does not kill the Ledger Shredder. That's important. So then we have Halo Forager, of course. That's the important card of the deck, but I can't justify putting in 4. So there's 3 off in the deck. It's uncommon, so you can definitely craft 4 if you want. And I definitely have 4, I think. I don't have 4, but, you can craft 4 if you want. It doesn't hurt, but I don't think we can run 4 in the deck because the meta is so aggressive. And then we have 1 Celestus, and another 3-drop that you may not see it is the Phyrexian Fleshforge. We almost never play for 7, right? You're going to play for the 3. And then we have 2 Ertai Resurrected and 1 Kotose for the mid to late game. But you can see that the curve kind of peters out at 3 drop, right? We only have 2 4 drop and 1 5 drop. It's not very heavy in the mana cost. So in the land base, we're not going to have that many lands. Only 24 plus the Celestus. So 24 lands is 4 islands, 4 swamps, 1 Otawara, 1 Takenuma, 4 Darkslick Shores, 4 Shipwreck Marsh, 4 Underground River, and 2 Field of Ruin. I do think Field of Ruin is pretty necessary because if we're going to lose, it's probably to either super aggressive, let's hope that our removal works, or super control. And if it's super control and it's countering all our spells, they're probably going to try to win with like a Mire or something like that, and Field of Ruin is going to be necessary in those scenarios. And the good thing about having colorless mana in this deck is that Halo Forager really only costs the colorless X when you're using the ability. So that is what I think about this deck. Let's go see whether we can actually win a game or not. I really am excited about this deck, if it can work, but honestly, in the current meta with the cards that's released right now, I'm hesitant to make a bet on it. But let's see, that's part of the fun of deck building. Julio de la Pampa. That's a very long name. And we'll go second. So our opponent is aggro. Can we stand up to aggro with this deck? We have a Phyrexian Fleshgorger. We have a malicious function. I don't know why I keep on saying Maleficent. So I'm going to keep. There's Swamp first, so that's different. Double Swamp. Alright, double Swamp means that they're holding up a removal. Playing a Ledger Shredder into removal probably isn't that good, so I'm going to let them go. Triple Swamp, Graveyard Trespasser. There you go. Alright, do we want to take 3? It's going to be taking 4 if I don't play something. So let's play something. Or we can play a Ledger Shredder. They're going to remove our Ledger Shredder and then exile it, right? That's not good. I don't want to have a Ledger Shredder just die. I do like the Phyrexian Fleshgorger being blinked, but I guess we have to avoid that. Now, the other thing we can do is Siphon Insight, but the Graveyard Trespasser will just exile that. That's not good either. So let's play the Fleshgorger out. Hopefully we can draw a land, because I do need another land. Okay, Liliana, that's nice top deck.
Those who get in my way tend to regret it. Off you go.
And a sleeper. And our Graveyard Trespasser is dead. Alright, we didn't get a land. We can get minuses. That's not very useful. So, if we Siphon, it would just die. So, I don't want to do that. I'm going to play a Shredder. Playing off 3 land, opponent goes first and get the curve. So, yeah, that's not going to be good for us. Cut down. Shieldred. I mean, even if we had a good hand with a good deck, I don't think it would have mattered in this game. So, it is what it is. It's really nothing we can play with 3 lands, so let's GG out of here. But that was the problem I was thinking about with Dimir, because the best board wipe we can have is this stupid, the 3 mana -2/-2, and that's probably not good enough against some of the bigger decks, because they have 3 3s. So, yeah. Red decks have, what is that called again? The Brotherhood's End. That's 3 damage. If I had that, I would have played that, but I didn't. So, this is why I think Mono Black, or not Mono Black, but Dimir is not good enough against a lot of these decks. Well, now we only have 1 land, so I guess, yeah. Atlas. I'm gonna shrug. Come on. How annoying. Opponent's roping so that we can't even make decisions. So, there's no reason to ever keep this hand because we only have 1 land. There's not really any thought process going behind this. And we have some eggs. Let's just look at our breakfast. What kind of... won't let me look at my breakfast. Damn it. Come on. They have all this art done just to get covered by the freaking... Alright, whatever. Let's look at the deck. Do we put back a land? We're gonna put back a land, right? Or do we put back a Flesh Gorger? Because we can't really play the Flesh Gorger. Yeah, I need another black to play the Flesh Gorger. So if I need another black, then I don't need to keep 3 lands, since the lands aren't going to do me any good. Karplusan Forest. Opponent still goes first. And then they're aggro. Okay. Well, thanks. Thanks, Arena. This is the type of game we want to play anyways. And we draw 2 of the 4 Incision, 2 of the 4 Phyrexian Flesh Gorger, and we don't have lands, so yeah, that's... What the heck is this, Jund? Jund aggro? I don't know, but here's a Ledger Shredder for you. I can block! Do they have a 3-mana burn to kill my Ledger Shredder? Well, they can just go for the throw it. That works. Am I gonna draw a land now? No. I'm gonna draw your land. I don't even draw their land. I draw their Lightning Strike. Alright, I'm gonna leave because why would I play a game where I'm Mana Screw going second against an aggro deck? Even if their deck is crappy. And their deck is crappy. It's a Haste Hazmat Suit deck? I don't know. That deck basically loses to every meta deck there is. So if you're gonna net deck, I would not recommend net decking a deck that's like tier 15 or a top 15 in a tier list. I don't even know if it's top 15. It's pretty low. It might not even hit 15. But yeah, my deck's nowhere near the list, so don't worry about it. It's just here for jank. But jank sometimes is fun. Oi, failed. Well, we're not going to go first any of these games, that's for sure. But at the very least, we have lands. So, not a good hand to have lands with, but I can't mulligan this hand. So, here is a tap land. Did I say hi? I did say hi. Alright, 2 lands, no play. Ooh, okay. I can live with 2 lands, no play. Let's go out a river. I have blue, so I can counter. Is it going to be Emperor time? Restoration. Nah. He seems to be short on mana, so that's why I countered it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have. And we shall Celestus. Still hold up a counterspell. Next time we can Kotose if he wants to play something scary. Oh, it's Boros. Lauren. Ah. Okay, I'd have to counter that because otherwise the Lauren will actually kill my Celestus, and I don't want that to happen. So I could just not play anything, and then I can basically filter a card. I guess there's no reason to play Kotose on a Lauren. Alright. We'll take that action. Ooh, that's pretty good. So what kind of deck is this? Will the Malicious Malfunction actually work? I do want more lands though, so, you know, as a control deck, you do want to hold the lands. And this happens. I didn't want to kill their Lauren. I didn't think they would have another Lauren, so okay, I can protect the Celestus. Do I want to protect the Celestus? I mean, I guess it's warranted, or I can Kotose basically nothing. Ugh, okay, this is annoying. This gives me additional card filtering. That's probably necessary. You annoying deck, you. I cannot have a +1/+1 counter on this. Is it just a Lauren deck? Alright, let's see what I can get from his. Ooh! Oh, this is really good for me. Okay, so he's a Blink deck. If it's a Blink deck, let me take out all the Lauren he might have. He probably plays a lot of Lauren in that deck. Oh, a Tally, or a Warden, a Tally, huh? Alright, your library is full of weird jank. And then your graveyard is also nothing. I don't think I'm gonna draw and discard a card. Best card is in my hand. He's probably gonna ossify the Kotose. But I took his... Oh, I can't use his Lauren because he's gonna ossify the Kotose. That's cool. I'm okay with that. Alright, so I could... What can I do here? I can Halo Forager to get back nothing but Siphon Insight. And I could just Siphon Insight anyways, so... I don't think that's, necessary. But if I play Siphon Insight right now, I don't get to... Huh. If he has another land, he's going to play the Sanctuary Warden. Alright, so I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 mana. So let's see if I can get a land off him. Huh, I guess that's a land. I'm gonna play your Resolve. You gonna give me draw a card? Thank you. Artifact and return those to the battlefield at the beginning of my next upkeep. I don't know. I don't think he's gonna kill the Celestus, so... Nah, he does get it. The opponent always gets it. Alright, well, now I have the counterspell up. It doesn't matter anymore because he has the Warden. So I could not get anything here, but -2/-2 on the board. That's going to kill my own creature. I don't think I want that. Graveyard Trespasser. I can't really trespass into anything. So that's not really useful either. Oh, man. How do I kill a Sanctuary Warden? I don't think I can. And he has no instants or sorcery in his deck, so... I can get 2 mana to play Insight. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 2 more. Alright, so... I don't know why it's tapping the way it is, but... I will take action. 2. 1, 2. And then we'll play Insight on him. A dog and a Resolve. So I have 3 mana. Can't do anything with 3 mana except blink the Halo Forager out to give me 1 mana. That's not very good. Is he gonna draw another land? He does. I'm gonna just peace out of here. This is not a fun game for me. Basically 7, he can play a Tally. And his whole deck does not synergize with what we're doing because we can copy their instant and sorcery, and his deck has no instant and sorcery. So, that's fine. We were kind of playing, not on the back foot for a while there, but we were not drawing exactly what we wanted to draw because we had no lands. Let's try another game. Solby. Alright, we get to go first. Still only 2 lands. Maybe not getting a 3rd land here, but gonna try to get lucky. Alright, blue-white, probably control. So, I'm not going to play the Shredder out. Because he's not going to play 2 spells next turn. 3 lands. Now, the question right now is, do I want to Siphon inside him? Or do I want to wait till his turn to Siphon inside him? I want to do it right now. His deck's probably... Oh, it's Soldiers. Okay. I was wrong. For some reason, he didn't play a spell on turn 1. And played a Deserted Beach. Okay, you can do that. Little Soldier deck. Not enough black. Okay, well, Ledger Shredder it is. Maybe he'll play 2 spells. Or he can play Buddha Cathar. Alright, that's pretty good for us. Maybe, yeah. Ledger Shredder. Cut down a Buddha Cathar. And we connive. Well, too many Flesh Gorgers for the fact that we don't have 2 black. Let's see how many Buddha Cathar he actually has. If we ever get up to 5 mana, we can actually take out the Buddha Cathars. Which is the bane of, you know, our deck. Guardian. Thalia. Thanks for the conniving triggers. I think the Incisions are not going to help too much with Thalia on the board. Neither will the second make disappear. Okay, and then you quit. Yeah, dum-dum. Why would you play 2 spell into a Shredder? So yeah, even if you're playing a bad deck like me, you can still prey on the stupidity of your opponent, which is a lot of times how you play Magic. You can either play a better deck or play against a worse opponent. When cards are stacked together on the battlefield, you can click on the quantity number to select all of them while attacking and blocking. You can? I didn't even know that. Hey, look, it's gone. Nox Easy. Is that his name? Not Easy? Oh, look. I mean, we have 24 lands. That is not a low number. That is the standard number. How is it that we can never draw lands? Alright, I guess we'll keep, and then we'll put back an Edict. We can never draw lands, and we can never go first. Well, we did go first that one game, and we all saw how that went. Yay! Keeps. Mono red keeps, that's never good. Phoenix Chick? Okay, that's... No way he kept that. Right? Now you never know. Some people are bad at the game. You're gonna play with fire in my Ledger Shredder? You're gonna play with fire in my face? Yeah. Keeps. Lightning Strike the Shredder. Ha! He did it. I mean, we're just gonna draw lands that's not gonna be good for us. But at least I can take out the Shredder and gain the life. And I'm gonna get Takenuma next. Makes me regret Graveyard Trespassing the Shredder. Well, it's not a Graveyard Trespass. Well, it's not a... Did I just attack before? I guess our opponent wants to race. We will race. Play with fire. Only keep to the top. You know you can bottom those, right? Alright. I got some tricks too. But tricks don't help if you only draw lands. Have we drawn anything that's not a land? Down to 10. I'm going to play the tap land because these are ping lands. I don't want those ping lands. Oh, Mechanized Warfare? Ah, you can have that. That doesn't actually do anything. And only lands. Like, you were complaining about no lands? Well, we got news for you. I put back a land too, right? Didn't I? No, I did not put back a land. I put back the Sheoldred's Edict. And the Festivities for 2, okay. Oh, I got news for you. You won't like this. Back to a 4/4. And quit. Mono red. Never figure out how magic actually works. Okay, so we can win if our opponent is that dumb. I guess that's well, we learned about that today. No offense to new players if they're just learning how to play, but if you are learning how to play the Magic, don't play mono red. You're not learning how to play Magic. You're just learning how to play Solitaire. It's not even Solitaire like a control deck. It's just, oh look, I played 3 cards and I should win. If I don't, I quit. Kind of game. Alright, we got Shipwreck Marsh with 2 removal. Siphon Insight will never hit unless we get another land. Because for some reason, Field of Ruin keeps showing up. I don't know if I can mulligan this hand. It's got 2 lands and some cards to play. Alright, time to go for the regrets later. I'm still gonna say hi, I'm friendly. Oh, hey. What kind of deck are you running? That's the kind of deck you're running, huh? Well, Twilight's not useful for me. I don't board wipe, but a little Marchy might be good. Blue-white control. You gonna counter this? Gonna apparatus and response. Ooh, I like a land. Late on Arm's not that useful. So I need 4, right? I don't have 4. I will have 4 next turn. I can take a scrutiny. I don't need it, but it's something. It's a lot of resurrected Ertais. Guess I'll do anything in response if he wants to do something. Gonna counter his own card, but then I have nothing to destroy the Mind Splice with. Ooh, I mean, he could have a card draw in his hand, and that would also be scary. He probably has a counter spell, right? Let's test him. He'll go for a big turn. But I'm out of cards to play, so might as well do something. Oh, should I be patient? What will he do? Right, I'll be patient. I'll play his spell. You gonna let me draw some cards? Oh, he let me draw cards. Interesting. Oh, that's a good card to get. I'm gonna have to discard something, huh? Will he counter my Celestis? We'll find out. He can't have that many counter spells. He lets out a Celestis. That's good. Scrutiny for 3. Let's see if he wants to. Can I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He'll probably counter this, right? If I make him pay 2, he will have 3 mana left to syncopate for 3. Yeah, let's just use his own spell. Wait, no. I'm gonna discard, so it's better to do it this way. I can make him counter unless they pay 2, right? 1, 2, 3. Counter unless they pay 2. That's not very useful. We'll let them draw. I don't know if what that deck can actually do. Especially when I have nothing. Oh, the control. I can't believe the last game today was control. I hate it. I hate it so much. He's gonna put Scrutiny in his deck. That's... I don't actually want his Scrutiny, so let me get this first. How many counterspell can he have? Ooh, I can get an Apparatus. I'm on a lands. That's not fun. So maybe we'll siphon him for a land. I'm just gonna enter and see what he does. He might do something else. I definitely don't need to go for the throats. They get really big. I just don't know how useful that would be. Does this card look familiar to you? For how much? 5? 1, 2, 3. Okay, I can't pay for 5. Good job. You've exiled your own card. It's a land. He's trying to draw this process. I am also trying to draw this process. Maybe I can play 2 spells. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. He has 7 cards. On the March isn't gonna help me. So he has to counter it. So I don't know what he's thinking of. Maybe which counter he wants to use. Devious Cover-Up. That's fine. Was not expecting much anyways.
Now you've done it.
Oh, that deck is so greedy. Can't believe he has a Wandering Emperor in his apparatus deck. I guess the Flesh Gorger really isn't gonna do much. Just gotta stop him from drawing a Scrutiny, because if he draws a Scrutiny, I die. Right? If he doesn't draw a Scrutiny, I still have a chance. Ah, there goes the Scrutiny. What is that? Oh, the Fairy. Wow! That is the quintessential greed. I can't believe it.
That is an interesting fact.
I mean, they landed a turn 4 apparatus without us being able to counter it. Because they went first. So I don't know what else we can do about this. They have 4 cards. Will they have another counter spell after 4 cards? I could Incision out the apparatus. Oh, there's a Scrutiny. Well, I'm gonna go. That was not fun for me. So this is the problem with the Mire, is that we don't have that kind of a, you know, board wipe ability, like a Planar Cleansing. That would have helped, right? And we can't answer enchantments or artifacts and enchantments anymore. We couldn't never answer artifacts, honestly, but at least we could have answered enchantments with Invoke. So yeah, the Mire is questionable. I really think that game would have been different if we got to go first, but we got to go second, and our Siphon Insight did not get us the counterspell from our opponent's deck that I wanted, and that's what kind of caused us the game. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. But hey, you know what? I still think this deck is fun. It's not the best deck out there, but it definitely is one where it takes a lot of brain power to pilot, and it's, you know, it's fun when you do get to land those games where you get to steal your opponent's deck or synergize with a Halo Forager. And the problem with the Forager is it's not a Snapcaster, right? It's not Flash. You don't get to reuse your counterspell or your removal, and that is the hard part. And if you want to synergize with Planar Cleansing or Planar Incision, that's a lot of mana. That's 2 mana for the Incision, and then extra mana for whatever you want to play on the back end when it comes back in. And in addition to that, chances are, your Halo Forager, you had to play it on that turn. So you had to play it for 3, and pay for X for the spell that you originally wanted to copy, and that's a lot of mana. That's really not happening anytime soon. But if you play long enough, you get those games where you have those fun, right? That was all I can say. That's all I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you guys next time.